Good day, children. This is Nafis Fatma, PGT English, and here in the 1 mark solution, I have taken up the chapter of the book Flamingo Deep Water. In the first part, I have given the introduction of it. We have discussed many MCQs of this chapter in the first part. Now, in the second part, we will go ahead. I request you all please to go both first and second part for getting the complete MCQ of this chapter. So here I have the question. Name the figure of speech in the line. Children, this is very much important when you have to know the figure of speech. Generally, we think that this is only in poetic section, but it is not like that. So here you have to find out the figure of speech in the line. Well, Mr. Terror, what do you think you can do to me? Is it personification? Is it metaphor? It is oxymoron or is it hyperbole? And the answer is personification. Because in the previous part, I have told you Mr. Terror is referred to the water. Water has been referred to as Mr. Terror. So water has been personified. So the figure of speech is personification. Next question is, why did Douglas sit at the side of the pool? Was he waiting for his friends? Was he hesitant in going in the pool alone? Was he waiting for his instructor? Was he looking at the clean tiled bottom of the pool? What was the reason for sitting at the side of the pool? And the answer was, he was hesitant in going the pool alone because he had developed the fear of water. He was trying to remove the fear of water. He was all alone at the pool and he was waiting some other people to come, then he would be going into the water. Next question is, my toes reached out as if to grab them. Why did Douglas want to grab the tiles at the bottom of the pool? Children, try to get the question first. My toes reached out as if to grab them. He wanted to touch the touch the tile at any condition. Why? Why did Douglas want to grab the tiles? Why he want to hold them, grab them? So the options are, he was too tired now and wanted to rest there. He had surrendered to the situation. It was a move to make a jump up from the bottom of the pool. He was full of terror and wanted to grab the tiles for security. And the answer is none other than C. It was a move to make a jump up from the bottom of the pool. Here I would like to give you an example. Children, as with the speed you throw the ball at the bottom, the ball comes with the same force over, right? Here is the same thing. He wanted to touch the tile at the bottom so that he could come to the surface like like a cork. The next question is, the most appropriate justification for appropriate justification for the title of the chapter Deep Water is that it's about the dangerous depth. Hello. Yeah, the most appropriate
जी मैम क्या
justification
हुआ
for the title of the chapter Deep Water is that it's about the dangerous depth of the swimming pool. It reveals the author's lack of surety about overcoming his fear of swimming. It underlines the author's fear of water and how he overcomes it. It includes the methods of the author's coach to overcome the fear of deep water. I hope you must have understood because the chapter is totally autobiographical. Here, William O. Douglas is narrating his own experience. It underlines the author's fear of water and how he overcomes it, the efforts to overcome it. The next question is the misadventure that took place right after the author felt comfortable was that the author slipped and fell into the swimming pool. A bully tossed him into the pool for the sake of fun. His coach forgot to teach him how to handle deep water. His father couldn't help him from drowning into the water. And the answer is a big bully boy tossed him into the pool for the sake of fun. Let me remind you the question. The misadventure that took place right after the author felt comfortable was that this was the misadventure when a big bully boy of 18 years with rippling muscles came and threw him into the water. Question 22. The curtain of life fell. It corresponds to an aspect of. Where do we find this type of curtain of life fell? Curtain fell. Where do we find it? Is it in geometry? Is it in history? Is it in sports? Or is it in drama? I hope you might be clear. The answer is only drama, where the curtain falls. The next question is which option indicates that the poet lost consciousness? The options are it was quiet and peaceful, I crossed to oblivion, tender arms like my mother's, it wiped out fear. And the answer is B. I crossed to oblivion. Children, in the part one, there was a question related to this one. I crossed to oblivion means he was forgetting everything, means he was losing his consciousness. He was very close to death, he was thinking. So the correct option is I crossed to oblivion. Next question. My introduction to the Y.M.CA swimming pool revived unpleasant memories and stilled childish fears. It can be inferred that this was a clear case of. Children, before Y.M.CA pool, I had told you that the writer had developed fear from water when he was almost 4 years old, and he developed this fear at California beach. So when he went to Y.M.CA pool, the same memories revived. So it can be inferred that this was a clear case of either suppression or oppression or depression or repression. And the answer is it is the clear case of repression. Next question is the chap that threw me in was saying, but I was only fooling. Choose the option mentioning the personality traits of this chap. What do you infer about this chap, the big bully boy of 18 years who threw him into the water? He was persuasive, he was irresponsible, he was domineering, he was manipulative, he was callous. So answer options are 124, 245, 235, 135. And the correct answer is 235. Option C. 2 means he was irresponsible child. 3 means he was very domineering child. And 5 means he was also very callous, very cruel. Question 26. Before going to Y.M.CA pool, Douglas took with him. What did he take? Rubber boat, swimming costume, a pair of water wings, goggles, and swim cap. If you have read the chapter, you can get the answer very easily that he took a pair of water wings because of his skinny legs. This is the next question. Douglas was unable to cry in water. He felt his end near. He could hear nothing, but what assured him that he was alive? Whether it was his cry, whether it was the noise in the water, whether it was the panic of water, or whether his heart. Means What assured him that he is still alive? He could, the correct answer is his heart. Let me explain you. Heart here means his heart beat. He could not cry, his voice frozen. Okay, he was becoming panic. It was only his heartbeat that made him sure that he is still alive. How many times did the author went inside water? This is also important question. How many times did the author went inside water? One, two, three, four. And the option is three times. He he went three times into the water. He went, then he tried to come out. Again he went, was going down. He tried to come out, and again. So in that way, three times he tried to come out of water. The next question is, when did the writer decide to hire an instructor? The dates are very much important to learn, whether it is 1 October, 1 November, 10 October, or 10 November. The correct answer is 1 November, means that is 1 October, that is 1st October. Question 30. Arrange in the sequence of practice of swimming by Douglas. Back and forth, inhale and exhale, kick at the bottom to come over the surface, all strokes of swimming. We have to arrange it as per the practice of swimming. So the options are 2, 1, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3, 2, 1, 4. The answer is C, 1, 2, 3, 4. First of all, the instructor taught him how to go back and forth. You have to learn it. Secondly, the instructor taught him how to inhale and how to exhale. After that, the instructor taught him how to kick at the bottom to come over the surface. At last, he taught him all the strokes of swimming, breast stroke, back stroke, whatever strokes are there, then he taught him. Please learn the sequence. Which of them is not related to swimming? Breaststroke, chest stroke, side stroke, or back stroke, which is not related. Please mind it. The answer is there is no chest stroke. Of course, there is breast stroke, side stroke, back stroke, but there is no chest stroke. So this was the second part where we have discussed different types of questions. I hope they are going to be very, very useful for you children. And thank you, children. Thank you so much.